Hey guys, welcome back to the Tecmo 101 channel. I'm doing my top matchup series. Today we're going over the Raiders' top matchups as I'm getting ready for the Tecmo Players Championship in Chicago in April. One of the best weapons, of course, in Tecmo Super Bowl is Bo Jackson with 75 MS, and he's just amazing. So much speed, you can just run around almost all day until you forget about somebody coming out of nowhere. Anyways, let's get into why the Raiders are great in a matchup against the Eagles we went over earlier, who probably have the best weapon in Tecmo. Now, first, this is for one of my friends out there, Joe Pasta. There's no bad on the Raiders, but you know what? If you get the Raiders, Joe, you can bench Bo Jackson all game. I've decided that you can do that if you so choose. Anyways, back to being realistic about it. Don't overestimate Bo Jackson on the Raiders. Raiders have a weakness. It's their quarterback play, like a lot of teams with a good running back. And Bo Jackson, like if guys sit on your run plays, Bo Jackson isn't that good. I guess a really good Tecmo player can shut down Bo Jackson like any other running back. Willie Galt, though, is a great receiver to have as an option. So is Tim Brown, Mervin Fernandez, even at times Sam Grady and Ethan Horton. The problem is the quarterback play to take advantage, but still, if you can incorporate the pass game of the Raiders and the run game, then you start to really talk. On defense, they have one of the best defensive line in Tecmo. The linebacking core is very weak. The secondary is fast, but doesn't have a lot of interception ability. The best player is Eddie Anderson. Kickers about average, a little above average. The OL isn't that great, but isn't that weak either. There's no one really weak on the OL, just no one really great. So this is why I like the Raiders against the Eagles. One is having Bo Jackson, of course. Two, that secondary does have 3 or 4 guys you can use and contain, plus Hallie Wong and Townsend at 31 INT. So because against QB Eagles, you need a lot of people in contain. Even the Raiders linebackers are slow, but with a lot of INT. So, but what I really like in this matchup is Wes Hopkins, Andre Waters going up against the Raiders receiving. If you can hit some passes against these guys, you're going to find that Tim Brown and Willie Galt are going to streak down the field wide open against these guys because they can't cover anybody. Another thing I do like about going up against the Eagles is that they don't have the linebacker 2 position isn't as great as the linebacker 1 position. Gives you a little something to run on as well. And at the same time, although QB Eagles is great, he doesn't have the fastest receiving core. And then you're just hoping he doesn't get away with a ton of coverage catches and that hopefully you can contain him and get some pass plays. Another matchup I like for the Raiders is to go up against the Miami Dolphins. And this is Dan Marino with his passing speed at times. He can't complete the deep passes as well. And at the same time, I like that they don't have much of a running game as well. So you can just contain the passing and hope you get lucky. And now at the same time, this team at the linebacker 3 position is weak against RNS sweep right. You can really take advantage of that with Bo Jackson. Now they have a much better secondary, but I mean, if a guy's open, he's open. And then at the same time, this team isn't going to be as good at containing the running game. Last but not least of my Raiders matchups is to go against Cincinnati. Cincinnati, though, has a great quarterback. Again, like a lot of teams, they don't have a lot of depth at the receiving game. The best receivers are 38 MS guys. You got a very good running back in James Brooks. On defense, they really have David Fulcher as the best tool. Barney Bussey's okay. James Francis is okay. But so basically what you're saying is that against the Cincinnati Bengals, you could probably be able to run the ball a lot. And then you just got to be careful passing it to make sure you don't throw it to David Fulcher. When the Bengals have the ball, you just have to contain. With the Raiders, you just got to try to contain teams the best you can with their defense and then take advantage of Bo Jackson. But also make sure with the Raiders you take advantage of those other weapons in the passing game. It's not as easy as with teams with a good quarterback, but if you could get Willie Galt going and Tim Brown going and Bo Jackson all going in the same game, people are going to have a very difficult time stopping you with the Raiders. They won't be able to sit on your run plays. But if you go into a game with the Raiders thinking, oh, I got Bo Jackson, I'm unstoppable. Well, you're not going to get anywhere because everybody's just going to guess all your running plays, and then in the passing game, you're gonna just throw incompletes because their quarterback isn't that good. But when you know how to use this team right, then they become really really good, and you can start taking advantage of some of these matchups. Anyways, hope to see you guys at the Players Championship. I'm going to continue the series over the next couple of weeks. Got about 12 teams to go. Thanks for continuing to check into the channel, and more videos coming up for more Tecmo training. Thanks and have a good night. I'm stepping on the controller and I can't find the stop button.